What up, guys? Welcome to episode 155 of Fresh Off the Mats, here with the Jiu-Jitsu Joes.
I love how this is always the intro of you like pressing it and then you walking over.
You know why? Because it saves me editing the first 10 seconds of dry air if I just say the intro as I'm walking.
Yeah. No, it's just funny to me. Like I just don't like having to edit a lot. It's annoying. Editing's annoying. I know why editors get paid a lot. You edit so much.
Bro, I
can't wait till you.
Bro,
have
on
to,
my
like,
Instagram, my new Instagram, I've been uploading a minimum of 5 times a day.
I know.
I've been trying to pump that bitch to get it back where it was. I'll fight, bro. You could be out there. You could be reporting my accounts. I'll get verified badges. I'll get a professional dashboard. I'm going to post 5 to 7 times a day. I'll outwork you because I know there's a hater out there who's purposely spam reporting my previous 2 accounts. You don't want me to win, and I'm not going to let you win. Yeah. I'm stubborn. That's why I tell people being stubborn is a good thing. I am stubborn. I will not let you win. I will outwork you. Yeah. I don't care if I have to make 1 million Instagrams. I'll just keep
Joe underscore Jiu-Jitsu. Joe Jiu-Jitsu underscore Joe Jiu-Jitsu.
Try to block me now, Joe Jiu-Jitsu.
Joe Jiu-Jitsu 14. Joe Jiu-Jitsu 15.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 69,
you ain't stopping
69,
shit.
69. You're not going to stop me, bro. I'm going to make sure you get burnt out trying to report every single one of my accounts. Go for it.
Make more accounts right now so that they can never be taken.
Bro.
And then if one gets banned, I'm back again already, bitch.
You know what I'm going to do? If the appeals get reversed on my other 2 accounts, I'm going to run 3 accounts at once. I'm going to post on all 3 of them bitches. You can't escape me. I'm fucking crazy. Go for it.
Posting on all 3 accounts,
bro.
Wild, bro.
It's just crazy that someone out there is taking the time out of their day to spam report a random guy in Florida's account just because you're a jealous bitch about things. And that's what you are.
Can I wear the hat?
Yeah. I guess. Go for it.
Get yours.
Get yours today.
Get yours.
Make Jiu-Jitsu Brazilian again.
Get your shit today, bro. It's not ready yet.
It's not ready yet.
It will be. But fuck it. When it's ready, fucking get your shit today, bro.
Wild.
Hell yeah. I love this hat so much. I fucking love it so much. When he first wore it, I was like,
I was laughing. Yeah,
I was like, really, bro? And then I saw the rest. I was like,
bro, you got to put Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Southwest Florida somewhere on it.
He should.
Yeah, because people are going to do a double take at this hat because they think it's a
MAGA
hat.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking great. That's what I did. I took a double take. That's what I was like, really, Fabio? Like you? Yeah. And then, boom.
All right, let's get into it because we don't got fucking time. Okay, so we had some crazy shit happen. What was it? What's today? The 5th? Today's the 5th. This won't drop until the 7th, which is a Sunday. But we had some crazy shit go down in Southwest Florida on the 2nd.
Yes, it was on the 2nd. He posted bail on the 3rd. And it's been the past 2 days of me blowing.
Bro, and you know what, man? We're a podcast and we like to have a good time and laugh and joke about things. But you know what? Sometimes we got to talk about serious things. And not like we've talked about serious shit in the past. It's not like we've always been a fully jokey podcast. And you know what, man? There's a classy way to go about things where we could talk about things. And there's no need to call anybody out or, vet anyone's shit. But these are like real situations that come up. And I know the people that listen to our podcast are not just the members here. There are members at other gyms that listen to our podcast as well. And to just glaze over these things and not talk about them, I think, one, it's dishonest to pretend like we're brushing it under the rug. Yeah. And it's a disservice as well.
To others. Like, not just the jiu-jitsu community, bro. This is people that it could affect in the community, bro. Yeah. That's the thing. Everyone.
This has a ripple effect because it's not just some white or blue belt that did some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, this causes a ripple effect
like in someone that's not established type deal. This is an established person.
And I think it's a good time to talk about like why there should be. You're not just a black belt in a jiu-jitsu gym. Like when you get a black belt, and this is what Fabio says all the time, when he gives somebody a black belt, you could have all the skill and technique in the world, and you could be the most phenomenal person on the mats. If you're a piece of shit outside of the academy, I am not giving you. He says, I'm not giving you a black belt because you may act like a black belt skill and technique wise, but out in the real world, you're not a leader in your community. If let's say you're a criminal, you get DUIs all the time and all this shit, and you by accident kill somebody, the news is never going to be like, oh, XYZ got drunk driving and killed somebody. To make it more salacious, they're going to say black belt gets in a DUI and kills somebody, because that sells more stories more. So it's not about just being a black belt skill-wise on the mats. You got to be a black belt in your everyday life. That's just what jiu-jitsu is.
There's messages that, it's like what we talk about in jiu-jitsu all the time of like what it builds outside of jiu-jitsu.
Correct.
Like the discipline, the way to be able to control yourself, the emotional intelligence that you build from it. Like you gain so many things from jiu-jitsu that should also be affected. Now, this isn't saying that just every single black belt out there, because obviously we have one that now we don't have one. The city of Fort Myers had a black belt that did something, and it's like that is just a bad name on all black belts, because it's just like, bro, there's a standard that gets set, and that standard should be upheld by everyone to be that when not just an upstanding citizen, but you are a black belt.
Here's why. Because of the internet, let's say someone's looking to get into jiu-jitsu, right? They're going to Google jiu-jitsu in Fort Myers or black belts in Fort Myers, whatever they type into a Google search. This pops up now. This pops up, and it's a stain. It's a stain not just on an academy, not just on the individual who got in trouble. This is a stain on jiu-jitsu as a sport. Because let's say you're a mom and you want to get your kid involved in jiu-jitsu and you're Googling black belt jiu-jitsu gyms in the area. You're going to have
to be worried that's the type of person.
You're going to be like, oh shit, even a black belt in this sport, somebody who's held to the highest standard, did this extremely, I can't even it's just a crazy thing. We'll talk about it, but it's gonna put a sour taste in people's mouth, and this could stop people from wanting to do the sport.
Because they're going to be worried about their children.
Yeah,
it's a serious.
You don't want to put your kids in the hands of somebody who does something crazy like this. And you personally, even as an adult looking for an academy, you don't want to put yourself in this position where you're like, oh, these are the type of people I'll surround myself with.
Because that's what it shows. You have such a lack of self-control. You
get cut off in traffic all the time. I know I do. Yeah. I never rage out and go down to the car and be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm going to kick your ass. Bro, no. I tell Danielle all the time, yeah, let them cut me off. I don't give a shit. Well, if it makes you feel better, go for it.
We're in Florida. I got a gun.
Yeah.
You probably have a gun.
Put your ego aside. Because you know how many times ego and pride gets people in trouble? Yeah, it gets them killed. Because a guy cut you off and he flipped you off, and then you pull up next to him, fuck you, no fuck you. And next thing you know, you get killed because your ego and pride couldn't take a back seat. That's not being a black belt. That's being a fucking jerk off in a clown.
A story about that. The guy, it showed the thing we always talk about. If a guy bumps into you in a club or something, and then, most people's reaction is, I need to defend myself. I need to show him I'm the fucking boss. You don't just bump into me.
I'm the first one to say sorry.
And so that's
sorry.
It shows.
My bad. I didn't mean to bump into you.
And so it shows the whole scenario. And then he's like, hey, you can end up dead. And then he literally goes, remember Leandro Lo. Yeah. A top competitor, world-class guy. Everyone also said good things about this dude. Yeah. But he decided to get in a fight with some dude. That guy came back and shot him.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. I don't care. You can know 20 million martial arts. If someone comes up to you with a gun,
doesn't matter.
Done.
Doesn't matter.
Fucking done. It's like when people talk about knives and all that. Bro, no one wins in a knife fight, bro. No. I don't care how tough you think you are. You're going to get cut. Bro. There is no winning.
Biggest and strongest and baddest motherfuckers have been taken down by lethal weapons because it doesn't matter. We're flesh and bone. We're sacks of blood. And
we're a lot softer than what you think.
Yeah, we're balloons filled with blood. At the end of the day, we're balloons filled with blood.
That's it, man.
And when you're a black belt, Fabio always says, the day you get your black belt, you don't realize the heavy responsibility this thing is. And that's what he means by that. It's not the responsibility just on the mats. It's outside of the academy as well.
I truly try to approach it the same way, because we have the same conversation when it comes into the Marine Corps. Because what are they?
You're held to a higher standard.
What's going to happen when you're in the Marine Corps? If you get in a crash, it's not going to be like, oh, man got into a car accident. U.S. Marine got into a fatal car accident.
It's more salacious.
It's going to sound big because people already know the standard held for that. And so when I know what I hold my belt to and what I hold jiu-jitsu as a whole with is I want to be a representation where if people think of me or they think of jiu-jitsu, they can realize, Joseph. Joseph's a good guy.
And I'm not saying that means you have to be militant in your everyday life and be held to a strict standard. You could look at my social media. You could look at yours. Yeah. We have fun. We make jokes. We post memes. We enjoy stuff. We push the boundaries a little bit, but there's a line.
Yes.
There has to be a line where it's like, bro, this line we do not cross.
It's
Like, you know what I mean?
Not being a scumbag. Lyle.
Yeah, just not
That's
being a piece of shit.
It is not hard to not be a bad person.
Yeah.
Like, it is really not
It's really
hard
not that hard.
No, it's not, dude.
When people like get in trouble over dumb shit, I'm just like, how?
Yeah.
How? Like how is that
like what we
possible?
talked about in the morning? It's like, I don't know shit about jail because I haven't been arrested.
Yeah.
Have I done dumb shit? 100%. Like, bro, I could have gone to jail. Like, I've done graffiti and all that in my past when I was a kid. Easily could have gone to jail.
All done dumb
haven't
shit.
fucking gotten caught, so I've never been in the system.
The problem
but
is,
it's like when you're older, bro.
When you're
people
older,
didn't fucking learn. Like, I'm sorry. Stop putting yourself in a situation where the other situation is jail.
Yeah.
That's it. If your only consequence is fucking jail, probably shouldn't be doing that.
And especially in today's day and age, when you're in public outside your house, and even when you're inside your house, you should always pretend like there's cameras on you at all times.
Always.
When I'm in public and some guy is like, fuck you at 7-Eleven, bro, you need to pretend, bro, there's cameras on. People are watching me. Everywhere. And
it's not even pretend because they literally are.
Yeah.
They're literally cameras everywhere.
I'm sure people are wondering after 10 minutes of us talking what we're talking about. I don't know if you want to lead this and get into like
the name? Because his name is out on the news.
Bro, to be honest, to avoid any kind of like stupid shit, I would just refer to him as the black belt there. People are going to find out. People are going to know.
Look him up after this. I don't give a shit. I'm all about it. Fucking look it up. You can come on my page. You'll see it posted on my page.
And just so you know, for all clarity and to be transparent as fuck, I'm not going to be one of these people that hide behind this fact. Yeah, I was friends with this person. Yeah. Was this person a little quirky and odd? We all are. Everybody I've met in jiu-jitsu has their own quirks and oddities. But I always accept people with open arms. And listen, I know you and Travis have told me this is to a fault to some degree that you always look for the good in people.
But it's also a good thing.
But listen, and I'm not going to hide behind this fact. Yeah, I was friends with this guy. Have I had dinners with this guy? Yeah, I've had dinners with this guy. I've hung out with this guy before. But this guy did a really stupid fucking crazy thing.
You don't know what happens behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Once they go home, you don't know what's going on.
And the way I look at it from my personal self is I take accountability in the fact that, yes, I was friends to him up until this point. The second you find out what a person did
that's what matters.
And it's out and about, what I do moving forward from that day forward, that's what people need to look at me as. And bro, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be friends with you anymore. I'm not going to be buddy with you anymore. If I see you in public, I'm going to be like, bro, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. It just is what it is. I'm going to keep you at distance. And it like, that just is what it is.
You made your choices.
You made your choices. And I can't be associated with you moving forward because you did something so extremely fucked up. I think the only thing worse than that is doing it to a child. So I don't know if you want to get into what happened.
So what it is a local black belt here in Fort Myers. And like Joe said, like he's cross-trained with us a few times. Like it was like over the course of like 4 to 6 months or something. Yeah. So
he was coming and training, and he was always nice when he was here.
And that's the thing. A lot of people were shocked. A lot of people messaged me. They were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it." Yeah. Anyway, he beat the shit out of his dog. Like little corgi, 20, 25 pounds probably, beat the fuck out of him. I've taken care of this dog because, like I said, he's cross-trained here. And on 2 occasions where he's had competition, I've watched his dog for him. He's paid me the service, and I've taken care of it. To be honest,
I think the reason like you're even more upset, and it's justified. The reason I think you're more justified in being upset is you watch this dog.
Yes.
So you've made contact with this dog.
That's what
you had this dog in your home. So I understand why you're more hot about
like
this.
that's what gets me so mad about it is I gave this
because
dog
you
back
also
into
saw
his hands.
you and your wife also saw signs of this kind of stuff.
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Okay.
So anyway, he beat the shit out of this dog, slammed it against the wall, and mind you, 210 pounds estimated, and got on top of this dog with his forearm driving into its neck. The dog has a shattered femur, had to get surgery to repair its leg. Other injuries included that have to be taken care of. We have a team of people right now.
And this is not hearsay. This is
all official. Yeah. I'm getting people from the inside.
Yes,
I had people downtown who gave me reports about it right once it happened.
Because I know people are going to be like, you don't know that for a fact. This is hearsay.
Yeah.
You know for
I'm getting
fact.
It from direct people from downtown who are handling the police reports and the investigation. I'm also getting it from police that I know.
Did you mention that you've dog trained for over 10 years?
And so that's also not 10 years. Not 10 years. I've been dog training for like 4.
Still.
Anyway.
A long time.
Yeah. Anyway, been a dog trainer for a while. So like I have a lot of connections with a lot of people. Plus, if you know me, you know I wouldn't say friends with everyone, but I make good acquaintances with everyone. And I'm also big on making sure my network is big. I have a pretty big reach for just a single dude out in Fort Myers. Like I know a lot of people.
This is your field of expertise.
Yes. And
I'm sorry, 4 years, that's a college degree. This is your field of expertise.
People
You're not a hobbyist in dog training.
I know people within the police department, up to the sheriff. I fucking have the sheriff's number. Like, I have a lot of reach. And so I'm getting direct info. The dog's femur was shattered. There were other injuries that happened to the dog. It had to get surgery to the point, like, this dog is now on a questionable list if it can even recover, and the possibility of euthanization due to how traumatic this dog just went through, because they're not sure if it would actually be able to get over it. And it's showing these signs of fear and aggression. A little corgi from a 210-pound black belt. This is why this shouldn't be handed out so easily to people.
Yeah.
Like, it should. Not saying it was handed out easily, but just saying, vetting the people that you are trusting to not only carry on your lineage in the sense of your name, but in the aspect, like, they're carrying a reputation of what it is to be a black belt.
Yeah.
And that's,
bro,
it's tough.
I'm sorry, it's inexcusable. And when I saw the still images and I hear about the video of grabbing this dog by the collar, slamming it against the wall, then you getting on it, bro, you're over 200 pounds heavier than this animal. And you get on top of it and you're forcing your forearm into its neck. And I'm sorry, bro, I don't give a fuck.
You know what you're doing.
The only excusable way to treat an animal that way is if you're stopping it from biting a child.
You know what's even funnier? I brought that
That's
up
the only way I can validate that.
I was attacked by a husky.
Yeah.
Both my arms chomped into, my hands ripped open. I didn't even do it.
I remember
I gave the dog a few good punches. I elbowed it to get it off of me.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, I hung it up, and I was literally being attacked. I waited till it went to sleep. But this is where self-control comes into play, guys.
Yeah.
I have so much self-control. In the middle of me being attacked, I was able to make sure this dog went out, put it back in its kennel.
How heavy is this husky?
Heavy.
Yeah, no, I'm saying how many pounds?
Probably that dog was probably around 80 pounds.
Yeah, 80 pounds. We're talking about what, a 15-pound
20 pound, probably a pound corgi.
Dude. Yeah.
Bro, that's what, that's
different.
But no, that's what I'm saying.
This dog is not an aggressive dog. If that dog bites you as a grown man, it's not that big of a deal.
But that's exactly what I'm saying, is in a situation where I'm literally being attacked, physically getting ripped open, to where I'm still having enough control not to beat the fuck out of this dog, to make sure the dog goes out. I made sure he went out because he has to pass out because he's actively attacking me. I put him back in his kennel, not like I continued beating the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I put it in its kennel, and then I went to the hospital.
That's it.
That's self-control.
Yeah.
I don't get, because all of this, guys, by the way, was under the guise of my dog has poor obedience and bad house manners.
Yeah.
That was the excuse
I'm sorry, bro.
given in the police report.
I've had dogs, I've had cats growing up, and not once was it anything.
They didn't need to get to that point, bro.
I mean, dude, like I said, I saw the stills from the video, and it's egregious, bro.
Brian said he couldn't
pick it
continue
up by the
watching.
Collar,
he said it's bad.
He
said he watched. He couldn't. No, he couldn't watch the whole thing. That's how bad it is. Big Brian, giant of a human, like big tough guy, handled bar fights and all that. Yeah. Couldn't watch what this man was doing to a poor defensive puppy,
bro. Again,
and I don't give a damn if anyone has anything to try to say if I'm overreaching.
It's not, bro. Like I said, the only thing worse than this is to find out that was done to a child.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's worse than this.
That's why I even said it in my post. Children and animals, bro.
Yeah,
leave them the fuck alone.
It's a no-go no matter what. And you know what? I'm sorry, I don't agree at all with this. It's disgusting. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked.
Yeah.
And like I said,
when I saw that mugshot posted in the chat, I thought it was going to be like a DUI.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought after. It wasn't until I scrolled to the next. Yeah. It's one of those things, man, where it's a shock to the whole system, but it should be a realization to everybody that, like, bro, just because you're a black belt inside an academy, that doesn't make you a black belt in the real world. Yeah. And you got to know that you have to act a certain way in the real world. You are held to a higher standard. That's why you put in the time to train and you built yourself up for this. And to what? Get torn down because you couldn't handle your temper?
You can't control
it's
yourself.
A stupid way to ruin your life. This is ruining your life.
I've gone through stuff in my life.
You're going to lose your job. You're going to have a lot of problems in your home life. You're going to have a lot of problems in the community that we're in right now. You're going to have a lot of problems. I mean, honestly, I don't even know
your
what
best bet is to move.
Is to move to like some place. But the thing is, bro, it's gonna just take a Google search. Yeah. It's the internet. It follows you forever, and it's a shame. It doesn't represent his academy that he comes from at all. It's no representation of his academy. It's no representation of his professor at all.
And that's the shame, that because that's what people will
link
it to.
And that's what people will link it to. And that's the biggest problem, is that people will not just look at this as a human did this. They'll look at it as this black belt from this place did this. And that's the biggest sin of it all, is you brought disgrace to all these people. You failed the jiu-jitsu community.
Yeah.
You took jiu-jitsu as a sport and you took a massive shit on it because you couldn't handle your temper when it came to a little animal. That's the biggest shame of it all.
Dog. I took care of that dog, bro. He is a sweet dog, and he's a good dog too.
Yeah.
The few days I had him, he picked up on my dog's patterns. He learned like the time frames of everything. He was a good dog, bro.
It's a shame.
It is a good dog. He's still alive. I'm saying it as if he's gone. But
well,
he's good.
You know what, man? I just hope everybody takes this as a lesson moving forward, and that's the best we could wish for.
Yeah.
Guys, sometimes we have to have harder episodes like this and talk about real world situations, not all dick and fart jokes, but we'll see you guys next week for episode 156 of Fresh Off the Mats. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.